Hello and welcome to Arreva Academy Online Administration webinar. My name is Manny and I'll be your trainer for today's session, Creating a Membership Form webpage. As a reminder, we're recording today's session and will be available for viewing in about 2 to 3 days on the website. You can find these recorded sessions by heading to arreva.com and selecting Services in the main menu and then selecting Arreva Academy from the drop-down menu. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. So as we were talking about, we are looking at membership forms today. So those memberships that are going to be coming in are going to feed directly into your membership manager. So if you do have this module, then you can set up online forms that can intake these memberships in for you guys right away. When these memberships feed in from the online forms, just like all of the other forms on the Exceed Further platform, automatic notification goes out to the registrant, to you guys, the admin, and then of course, right here in the online transactions area in the bottom left, we see M for member coming in to be imported in and matched just like all our other transactions are. So again, just to show you guys where this stuff will feed in, and just remembering, this is where you'll do your manual memberships and all of that stuff behind the scenes. All right, the first thing we're going to take a look at is setting up the different membership levels. If you already are using the membership module, you have these set up already, then you can simply skip this step. Good to go, no worries there. If this is your first time setting up your membership levels, then great, you will just come into your name, click on administration, and then you'll be defaulted to the code section. And here, right under bio, we have the membership level area. For you guys, again, if you're a fresh site or fresh database, no membership level setup, it'll be completely blank in here. You will see 0 showing. So that will be your first level you will be adding. I've already added 2 that we'll be using today, which is bronze and silver member. And then we will go in and, oh, I spelled that one wrong. To adjust, you can just simply double click, again, if they exist. And we're going to go ahead and click the plus sign to the top left, and we're going to add our gold membership. All right, so here we're just going to call the code gold. We're going to call it gold member, and we're just going to set our range. All right, for online, we can take only one amount, but internally you guys can adjust a range for memberships as well. But in order to take a donation online or a membership online, it's going to be a single amount, and you will see that set up here in a second. So here's our gold member, perfect. So we are looking good there. We got our gold member, bronze member, silver member in. Perfect. So as long as they are set up here, we are good to go, and we can go ahead and add those to the online form side when setting the form up. Some other things we're going to be taking a look at that you can add to the form are gift user-defined fields. So you may already know how to do these from other forms, but just to take you through a quick overview, it's going to be under the Customize Page Layout. Scroll down, you'll see the gift side of things, hit go, and any of the gift UDFs are distinguished with the little black triangles on the left-hand side. In order to add a new user-defined field, you just simply click the add option, and when setting these up, you can add different question types, multiple choice questions, open text boxes, which you'll see a couple set up during our form setup that we're going to be able to use. So you can see all of these are existing that we're going to be able to select from when we're doing setup. All right, great. So that is our user-defined fields, our levels we set up within the database. We're looking good there. And then just remember, the memberships are going to come in through the online transactions area to be imported and matched in, which we'll be covering in our next Arreva Academy next time. All right, so let's go ahead and head on over to the online side. And to do that, you just simply click on your online administration. It will bring you to the sign-in page of your online site, and you can go ahead and simply get signed in. And as soon as you are, we're just going to head directly to the membership web pages area. So just simply click right on membership web pages, click right on the online membership payments web form option, and here you'll have a layout of your different sets of membership web pages. Just like our gift forms, you can create as many membership forms as you may need. You also may want one for new memberships and renewals kind of separately, completely up to you guys. To start, I'm just going to suggest that you guys just use that main visit public page option that you're going to have on your site. That's going to bring you to the general main membership page. You can start there and basically set up the membership form. And if you do need additional ones, we will have a separate webinar for creating those additional pages. As well, you can just go in and adjust the templates that are already existed on your site. So today I'm going to go ahead and select the new membership form option since I set that up specifically for Academy today. And it is going to bring us to a blank, fresh membership page. So on this page, it is completely blank. If we go to view this as a logged out user, you will see it is just a fresh blank page. We don't have any memberships on it. Nothing's on it. We're going to go ahead and set this up to our liking. All right, so I'm going to put that over there. To get into the settings of the membership form, you're just simply going to click settings on the right-hand side. And as soon as we're in setting mode, we're going to be able to start making some adjustments and changes. As we scroll down, you're going to have all the different text boxes we can fill in. Again, nice to enter any additional text you may need, but all optional. The titles, fully changeable. So if you needed to switch those out, or this was just a new member form, not a renew, you may want to get rid of those simple titles up there. Down below, we have some gift details options. So as the membership is created, the due will be created behind the scenes. And we can, of course, tie those gifts to certain different fields here that we're looking at. So if we wanted to tie those memberships to a campaign, we can. We can tie the individual to a specific person tag, person or couple tag. And that way, when they touch this form, they will be tagged with that tag. As we keep going down, there are some other nice options such as membership details, and this is when we get into the membership setup of the form. So just different options here. The URL is a direct back URL. This goes with sending letters within the database. Down below, we can set a time period depending on if they are monthly memberships, yearly memberships, or quarterly. So today we'll stick with annual, that's fine. And then below that, we can go ahead and set up our different actions. So if this was only an existing membership form and not a new membership form, great, we just make sure to check which ones we want to display and then set our default in our drop down right here. Below that, we have the membership ID question, which is just that, to be able to ask for their membership ID. So when you guys are sending out your renewal letters from the database, a membership ID can be included in that letter, and they'll have it right there and then, which is nice and easy. And of course, you can ask for that or simply hide it as well if that's something you don't require. Below that, we have the add option, and this is where we're going to go ahead and add our different membership types. So we select our add option, and then we're going to go ahead and be able to add our 3 different levels. So I'm going to select it 3 times so we get 3 different blocks, and then we can go ahead and start working from there. So I will put the gold sponsor at the top. So we'll say 150. You can see we set the amount there. And then the text we just really set up on our own, and I have mine set up over here in the corner. So we can just paste our gold member information in. Depending on the options that the gold member receives, completely up to you guys, you may be able to, add different things, different memberships get different levels. Perfect, setting them up in a bullet point action like we're seeing here works wonderfully, looks really good on the form itself. But again, feel free to make any adjustments to the look, feel idea here that you guys like. The level, this is what we're going to go ahead and select. So we see we have our gold member level. It is not a lifetime. And then we can choose the reason and fund for the attachment to the due. So we can just go ahead and say online membership, and the fund, we can simply say it is going to a no fund code, which is perfect. All right, keep on going down the list and we can set up our other memberships. So we had our silver member as well. So again, just grabbing from our text over here. All right, wonderful. Looks great. And then we'll just again select from the right hand side here, select our reason code and our fund. No fund code, perfect. And then we'll do our last one, which is our bronze member. So again, depending on how many memberships you have, you guys can kind of work from there. And I want to make sure the text is the same. Bronze member, perfect. And I believe I set this one to 75. Fantastic. So we can get our setups going there. Wonderful. There's our bronze member, reason code, and our fund. Great. So now we have our options set up. So those are our 3 memberships options, which of course we can add to or hide or take away, if we're not needing any. And simply we're good there, and we can move on to the rest of the form, which is being able to turn on some nice features if you would like them. So they are completely optional, but completely up to you guys. One of them being is an auto renew your own membership. So this is basically being able to say when they do a new membership, they will be able to put their credit card on file, and they can have their membership auto renew each annual, monthly, renewal due date. So to turn that on, you can just simply set it to show the main title is going to show this title here above, and we can have it checked by default or unchecked by default where they can opt in. So we'll say unchecked for now. Down below that, we have our additional membership information. This is those gift UDFs that I was showing you earlier. So you can see we have our gift UDFs that were set up there, and we can turn on the ones that we want. So this is a multi-select option, and maybe we can do a membership name for ID card. Looks great. We can make them mandatory if we need to as well, which is great. And then as we scroll through, you're going to see our About You section, and just like our other forms, works similarly the exact same way. We can turn on our personal on behalf of an organization. So if it's really going to be only personal individuals signing up, no organizations allowed, then that's a good option to hide, but you could turn it on if you want. Since this is a membership form, you could ask for birthday and gender. These will feed to the individual's profile right away. So really nice options. You can make them optional mandatory as well. Our contact preferences, our payments, if you do enable e-check, you can simply turn that on and accept that on membership forms as well. Our fees option, which we can opt in as well. We'll say again, we will have the option on, but they can opt in if they want. We won't force it specifically on. Gift acknowledge if needed, and then we can of course say comments, which will feed into the gift comments themselves. If we don't need those, no problem, we can leave them off. And then we have our mail-in preferences, which are mail-in lists, which are great to turn on. If you guys have some great lists that you want individuals to sign up to, wonderful. Turn them on, the individual opts in, and great, they'll be mail-in tagged in your system to be able to create a list from. And then last but not least is our confirmation message, which we can enable. It's a great secondary optional option that takes over that pop-up that when they hit submit, which we'll be seeing in a second. So looking good, we're happy there. We're just going to go ahead and simply hit save, and any updates we've made are good to go, and they're going to be showing on the form now, ready to go ahead and start accepting these memberships. So now if we quickly take a look at our form, I'm going to take my membership form, we'll refresh it, and you're going to see now we have a little bit more something to work with. So great, right away we can see it's simply a new member or an existing membership. They can go ahead and select their member level, whatever that's going to be, and from there just simply move on to the rest of the questions, which is, would you like to have that auto renewal? Simply opt into it, no problem. Their credit card's going to go on file. It'll get charged each renewal time that is set, of course. All right, down below that we have our additional membership information, which was those questions we turned on. So again, any additional questions you may need to ask that member as they're signing up, no problem at all. You're going to be able to add those there, accept them, and have that individual, of course, be able to, answer those questions when they need to. All right, down below that is our About You, just like any of our other forms, nice and simple. They fill in their information, they fill out their credit card information, submit their form, and this is that confirmation pop-up box I was talking about. You guys can control the text that's in there if you like, which is really nice, but not needed at all. And basically they can go ahead and submit that membership right away, which is fantastic. So that is pretty much it of setting up our membership form and getting it, active, live, and ready to go right away. Just simply having those membership levels, then we can enable those membership levels on the form right away. So if you guys are already using the membership module, wonderful. You're just going to be able to use those active levels that you guys have available already today. The last thing I'm going to show you guys is the notifications that send out from this membership form. To access those and make any updates and changes, it's going to be directly under settings on that form, and these notifications are going to be specific to the page URL we are on. So we are on the new membership form URL. When we change these notifications, the form on this page's notifications change. The other membership forms we have will have their own unique notifications. We can change there as well. All right, so click right on notifications on the left, and right away we can see the new membership notification. So perfect, when they sign up, this is what they will get today. You guys can go in there and make any adjustments you like to those. The logo, remember, is coming from client defaults, the from email, and all that great stuff there. Down below, you have these additional fill-in fields. You can take these and paste them above if you needed to add in any additional information to those notifications. All right, for the admin side of things, remember you can always add in an additional email here if you needed. This will then send just to me only on this form, right? The to email gets all the other forms, donate forms, gift forms, event forms, but I only want to receive the membership form. Great, you guys can absolutely do that on a per form basis. No problem at all. Just add the new user with a comma, no spaces, right there in the admin to area, and they will just receive this form's admin emails. All right, fantastic. So that is pretty much it on the notification side. Once you're done making any of your changes, just simply hit save. Once you do, the very next individual to register or purchase a membership will have the new updated notification sent out, or you guys will get the new one to your admin emails. All right, awesome. Well, that is it for our membership, our Create a Membership Form Arreva Academy. Next week or next month on our next Arreva Academy, we will be covering the how to import your memberships into the database and kind of where they'll land within the membership module. All right, so thank you guys very much. If you have any questions, need any assistance on setting these up, reach out to us at support@arreva.com. Have a wonderful day. Thank you.